Thank you everyone for joining, and once again, congratulations for getting in the first shortlist of Bharat Innovates 2026. This is the first year we are running the program, and you are the first batch of the first shortlist. I'll also explain a little bit about the terminologies that we have used recently to avoid any confusion that may have cropped up because of some mixing of the terms. So basically, the main idea for this session is to say hi to all of you and also kind of tell you what to expect in the upcoming event at IIT Gandhinagar and what we expect from you in terms of pitching your deep tech idea. So I'll not go into slide by slide detail in this session. Rather, I'll give you an overview of what is expected and how you need to think about it. We will provide you more resources eventually in next couple of days also, so that you can be more strong in your approach in preparing your pitch, and we will see how else we may be able to support you. But to begin with, let me first recap on where we are and what to expect in terms of the timeline of this program. And as you would have seen, things do tend to change a little bit. So again, this is a tentative timeline. Things may change, but whatever changes will happen, we will keep you posted. Any minor or major changes that will happen. Um, One thing I wanted to also stress on is that right now email communication is the main mode of communication that we have. We have a very lean team, and there is a big batch of shortlisted candidates that we have. Email is the best way for us to reach out to you and also for you to reach out to us. If you are reaching out to us, if you are writing any query, please remember to write down your main pipeline application number, BHAR something something, a 6-digit number will be there, and also the registered email ID. So that will help locate your case and find relevant information, respond to you, and also provide proper context of your message, your request, anything, so that we can take the full situation into account rather than asking you for more information. So if you send us a complete information email, we will be able to respond with a quick decision to you, and it will save time for you and us. We know you are also busy, and we have a very short period in which we have to get to Gandhinagar and make a great event and get you guys to do some wonderful pitches in front of some panels so that you get selected for the next round. All right, so let's try to collaborate, cooperate with each other, and help each other quickly achieve what we are set out to do here. I'll quickly go over the timeline part first. So, as you would have seen, there was a national call, there was a last day of application, and now, after all the reviews that we have done nationwide, there were several reviewers, hundreds of reviewers were involved in reviewing these applications. Ultimately, now we have the first shortlist, but only the phase one of first shortlist. And this is where some people get confused. And I wanted to highlight it and make it clear here. So this is the timeline that we are following. We could not fully complete our assessment. There are some bits remaining. So phase two of the first shortlist will come out shortly, hopefully by 23rd of December. You guys are all shortlisted. You are in the phase one of the first shortlist. Now, for you guys, phase two will start. So some online sessions are getting planned according to the theme that you are in for your cohort. That nodal institute, which is coordinating your cohort, your theme, they will plan an online bootcamp. So in addition to this session that we are having today, some more couple of sessions will come up in the next couple of days, and we will send out such information. So again, keep an eye out for the emails that come to you, and keep checking perhaps the spam folders and do some settings in your inboxes so that the emails from Bharat Innovates do not go to spam folder and you receive it timely. So we will send this information about the online boot camps and you can attend those. And then we are gearing up for the National Basecamp, which is from 18th to 20th December at IIT Gandhinagar. This is for the phase one of first shortlist. For the phase two, which will be declared soon, their event will happen in January. But then both of these phase one and phase two of shortlists will merge together, and the second shortlist will be drawn out around 20th January. And after that, the whole second shortlist together will march forward into phase three, getting into some physical boot camps, and then going to pre-event, and then continued mentorship, etc. So yeah, before that, there will be another third and final shortlist, which will happen. I think, sorry, there is a mistake there. It will be 20th February 2026. All right. So third shortlist will be in February, and then after that, we will have events in March and May, and then leading up to the international event in France. So that's about the timeline. I hope that is clear where you are and what you can expect. I'll again share these slides and the recording so you can recap over it. Now coming to the national base camp. What do we expect here? So far, whatever evaluations and assessments have happened for your ideas, they have happened based on the online applications that you have submitted without any one-on-one interaction with you. In this national base camp, we expect you to come and, if feasible, bring your prototypes and products. We know that some of them are really challenged because of the nature of the product and prototype. Perhaps it requires special security clearances. Perhaps the dimensions are too big and it needs a team and a lot of time to first disassemble and assemble and all that. So the transport becomes also, complex and heavy. So in such cases, we have given the permission if such a case has come to us for recorded presentations, but of the product demonstrations. But in most cases, what we would really prefer is that you bring your prototypes and your products, because then the assessment will be proper and any gaps will not be remaining, and you will get the most number of points as possible from the evaluators. So there are two bits to the evaluation. First is a 5-minute presentation followed by 15 minutes of Q&A. You have been given a date of presentation. The timing of the panel will be shared once you arrive, perhaps on the day before. Some changes may happen on the last day, so that's why we are trying to fix everything. Once we know close to that how everything will happen, then we will let you know about the timing of the panel. But anyway, you have to be there for that whole day from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. You have to be at your stall. In between, you will get the time to go to the panel room where the panelist will be there and you can present your ideas in these 5-minute presentations. Panelists will also visit the stalls either before or after your presentation, and that is also part of the evaluation. In addition to panelists, there will be other visitors from ministry, from other institutions, investors, etc., who will also visit and perhaps engage with you, try to make some deals with you. So that's also an opportunity for you to connect with potential investors, government representatives, lawmakers, industry professionals who could be your customers, etc. So you have a chance to get a wide variety of exposure through other visitors as well. One word of caution, do not feel any urgency to get into any deal on that day. The main idea is to get an exposure. We are here to support you and also mentor you. If such situations arise, please reach out to us and we will guide you on how to take those steps. Eventually, we will have more such mentoring, etc., to be made available to you to be able to make such decisions and evaluate such propositions that may come to you. But just wanted to give you one word of caution because you will be meeting many people over there. You may face many of such situations. Do not be under any pressure unless you have discussed it with us or with some of the mentors that you already have, perhaps. Also note that the panelists at this National Basecamp are not the same reviewers who have reviewed your online applications, which means that you are starting fresh. They may not have any idea, they have not gone through the application. So do not assume that they know anything about you. This 5 minute presentation is the only presentation that they will actually get to see. You need to submit your presentation, make it and submit it by Wednesday, 17th December, so that when you are traveling, we do not want you to be working last minute, on your presentations. Travel with free mind. Maybe prepare how you will do the pitch, but at least your deck should be done. And we also should be able to line it up for the next couple of days. So we will share the link for you to upload that presentation. We are not restricting any particular template right now. Some of you may already have such pitches made. You can rearrange it to fit this 5 minute requirement. You can use the designs that you are using. That is all fine right now. This is the assessment that needs to happen for your team, and you can decide how best you want to present it. But what we really require is that on your title slide, on your first slide, you should mention the main pipeline application number so that we have that reference. And when you are naming the file, that time also you should name it as your application ID, the main pipeline application number slash, hyphen presentation. So that way we will be able to locate it easily, store it easily. If it is named some, mumbo jumbo and we are not able to locate when we actually need it, it will waste time and resources. So let's try to be a little organized here so that it will help everyone. Now, this is the critical part. 5 minutes of pitch means 5 minutes of pitch. This is a guideline. This is to give you an idea and a suggestion on how you can time it. You can obviously change it, but this covers it decently enough, stressing on parts where you need to stress, where more time may be needed. But overall, it covers the flow, the required pieces. In between, how you add the details, it's completely to you. But what I would request is to pay close attention to this and practice your way that you're able to manage the time properly while covering the essentials that are able to convey what is the uniqueness, what is the strength, etc., of your idea to the panelist in this 5 minutes. You also have 10 more minutes to answer questions, and you can be a little bit more strategic about it. So, for the 5 minute presentation, you need to be brief, you need to be very crisp, you need to use numbers, data. Do not go into, big dialogues and monologues of uh, introducing yourself and things like that, which are taking too much time. Keep it brief. So 30 seconds here I have allotted for giving a hook, which is, giving them a sense of how big this problem is, or what is the bigger impact, or, the emotional impact of this problem is in the world, and also giving a brief introduction of yourself and your team. So within 30 seconds, in a very sharp manner, in a very succinct manner. You just need to get it across and then move on to the next critical piece, which the investors need to understand, which is the problem, right? So you need to talk a little bit more about what is the problem, define it clearly, who is facing the problem. But do not use any sentence that can be omitted, which is not adding any additional information or value. So plan it very carefully. You can use AI agents, ChatGPT, etc., to help you craft the pitch. But I will be again warning you, cautioning you to not rely on it too much because it adds too much fluff. It adds too many words which are not necessary, and you may be better off in trimming those words, omitting some of those things, especially if they are, just hallucinations, not realistic. Rather focus on real data, real numbers, real things which you can see, which you can show, which you can prove through your plots, your charts, your observations, whatever it may be. So rely on those real stuff and try to just bring it out in a very crisp and tired manner. So this is basically that. I would also recommend that, if especially if you are new to this kind of uh, pitching of a business idea, then you should have one slide of business model canvas or lean canvas. It could be a part of your main deck. You may not, you do not need to go over word by word over it. Just show it, speak about it, one or two sentences. That's enough to get a glimpse. It is also enough for investors to, just take a investors and other panelists to take a glance at it and know how much you have understood your business model, how much you know, and where the gap is. So they can always come back and ask a question about it. So either you can keep it in the main deck or you can keep it in your backup slides also. So it's up to you, but it will cover the critical things. So that will help, so that no essential elements about the business model thinking are getting missed. So to cover that, have one slide on that as well. So this is what it actually looks like: a business model canvas, a lean canvas. Again, we will share more resources so that you can go through it as you may need. There are some more suggested backup slides to go into the details of things where most likely, if a doubt is lingering in any of the panelists' head, then these kinds of slides may be able to give them some more information and resolve those doubts. Having the slides will also help you resolve those doubts quickly. Otherwise, again, you will be explaining things in too many words, too many lines, going over the same thing again and again, repeating the lines, rephrasing the lines, and it will waste your time. Panelists will have less time to ask more questions and get more clarity, which means less clarity in their head, which means less score for you. So if you want more scores, then be more prepared. These kinds of questions may come up. This is again just a sample list, not a full list, but just to give you an idea and be prepared and accordingly know, if a question comes, then how you will answer quickly or which slide you may use to answer it better. So be prepared in that sense as well. Again, we will share this deck with you and the recording with you, so you do not need to take any notes right now. This overall will be the basis for the evaluation. These are the things the panelists will be looking for in your presentation, when they interact with you at your stall. So just think about it, that your presentation, your pitch, and if whatever is remaining, that gets covered while you do the demonstration, while you talk about your innovation or product idea when they visit your stall. So keep this in mind. These are the things we want to jump out or be very clear in your presentation, in your questions. So when they're asking a question, they're probably looking for more details about one of these things if you have not fully clarified or if there was a confusion in their head. So yeah, so that's mostly it.